trust. Send us your questions by email or using hashtag BBC Your Questions. Your questions answered from BBC News.
You're watching BBC News. I'm Shaun Ley with the headlines at 8. US teenager Kyle Rittenhouse, who shot and killed 2 men during racial justice protests in Kenosha, Wisconsin last year, has been cleared of all charges. During the highly charged and politically divisive trial, the defence for Mr Rittenhouse said he'd feared for his own life. Prosecutors argued the 18-year-old was looking for trouble that night. The double child killer Colin Pitchfork, who was released just 2 months ago from prison, has been arrested and recalled over a breach of licence conditions. He'd been jailed for murdering 2 teenage girls in the 1980s. Austria announces the toughest action seen in Europe to combat coronavirus. The country goes into full lockdown from Monday, and it will become mandatory for people to get vaccinated from early next year. Cricket bosses promise action after the racism experienced by the former Yorkshire player Azim Rafiq. As migrants are moved from the Polish border into a warehouse, the president of Belarus admits in an exclusive interview with the BBC his security forces may have helped them try to break into the EU. Mobile phones and driving, how the rules are getting stricter from next year. Hello, and if you've just joined us, warm welcome to BBC News. Kyle Rittenhouse, the American teenager who shot and killed 2 men and wounded another during racial justice protests last year on the streets of Kenosha, Wisconsin,